Hi there. Welcome to Hourglass Workshops and Conversations with Nancy and Cheryl. I'm Nancy Burns. I'm an acupuncturist in San Jose, California.
And I'm Cheryl Seavey. I'm in Los Gatos and I'm a writer, blogger, and well, I am, but I haven't been doing it. And that's what we're talking about today. So,
True.
yeah. And so the question is, do we call ourselves whatever we think we are, even if we're not doing it? And I'm going with yes.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
Anyway, but today actually we are talking about resetting. And as you've probably noticed, we haven't done a video in quite some time, several months, I
that's
think.
true. And we
And
got prompted by different people that watch our videos saying, "What happened to you guys? I haven't seen one of your
yeah,
videos in so long."
yeah.
It's like, that's because we haven't done one.
Right, right. So anyway, so we're back and I think today I want to talk a little bit about reset and and how we got back to it. Like Nancy said, we were basically nudged and then we both have a little bit of kind of guilt gnawing at us and well, when should we do it, whatever. And so the first thing we did is we scheduled it
Yeah, yeah,
and set it up. And we didn't wait until January 1st, which is when most people reset, or middle of September when kids are back in school or our lives return, but we just started now. So I think
yeah.
that's really important to do
Well,
that.
for you and I think that that's really important. A
Yeah.
lot of people are very good about setting dates on the calendar and adhering to them. You and I both spleen against that. We
Hmm.
say, okay, we're going to start September 1st. And then, of course, by October, we still haven't done it,
Right.
because we find every excuse under the sun. So for us, it's better to just jump in and do it,
Yeah.
you
But
know?
to kind of to that point, we also, if we put it on the calendar, it happens.
Yes.
If we say
But
we're
it's getting
going.
it on the calendar that's our problem.
Exactly. Exactly. That's right. And we made it a priority because it's important to us. We enjoy doing it, and hopefully, you enjoy hearing what we're thinking about.
Yeah.
And as far as so that's one area is getting back to this. The other is just kind of looking at what's important to me. And I worked with a coach earlier this year about kind of what are the most important things for me. And the two, and I don't have a list of 30. I have, lots of stuff on my, project list. But as far as my two things is one, achieving optimal health or working towards it, and writing consistently and getting some major projects done. So with those two items, you kind of go back, you look at that, and then you go, okay, where am I on those on the spectrum getting things done?
Right.
So I'm
Yeah.
back into my some healthful habits. I'm back into my fitness class. I've got some other things going on, and I'm back to writing regularly. And I've scheduled a retreat for September with my writing coach.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that'll be good.
yeah,
Yeah, and no doubt we will fall off the wagon again,
yeah.
because that's just part of being human.
Right.
And I think the biggest tip I have for people is don't give yourself a hard time,
Right.
because Cheryl and I were talking about it before we started the video about different people we follow on the media, and they're Johnny on the spot with their blogs and their videos and everything. And then all of a sudden they're MIA. And it's like, whatever happened to that person,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And maybe they've gone on to greener pastures someplace else doing something else. I don't know, but I think it's just part of the human condition,
Yes. Yes.
So anyway, we're not giving ourselves a hard time about it. So
No.
don't
No.
you?
And we've been busy doing other things,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
so that, this, I think that we just kind of have to recognize that this is where we are at this time in life. Things
But
happen.
I find that um, when I am busy doing all these different things, like I've been clearing out old photos, well, that's entertaining enough for, a weekend. And now I put everything away and I'm so over that, but I will get back to it again,
Hmm.
maybe in 4 or 5 years. No,
Hmm.
I'm kidding. I'm going to try and my commitment is to get it done
Good
this
for
year to
you.
get rid of
Yeah.
all these photos. But I find that this is very stimulating for me.
Hmm.
I need to have these kind of conversations. And I love it because it brings up conversations with my patients. A lot of my patients watch our videos and then they discuss it. We try to do things that are pertinent for people where they are right
Right.
now.
right.
So it's very enjoyable to be
Yeah.
back doing this again.
Yes, yes, yeah. Well, and yeah, and any conversation, where you're able to either touch on topics that are relevant to us, just really nurtures my soul.
Yeah.
And oh, another thing that I am doing that's a reset for me is I am going through The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron again. And to kind of jumpstart my creativity, I'm in a weekly class. I have a commitment, and I've been doing my more for those that you aren't familiar with the artist way. It's really a way of tapping into your creativity and the flow of that energy into your everyday life. And
Yeah.
basically, the premise is two pillars. One is writing morning pages every day, and there's kind of a sort of semi-structure, but kind of free flow. And then the other is an artist date, taking yourself and doing something once a week that you just find interesting.
Uh-huh.
And it's a date with yourself. And that's a way of learning how to kind of nurture your own spirit. And
Hmm.
it's amazing how that touches so much of your life, even though you think it's creativity. It just is great. And you've
It
done it.
is. And
Yeah,
every time we do it,
right.
I mean, I've done it like 3 times, I think,
Yeah.
so far in my life. And I've been at different stages in my
Hmm.
life every time I've done it and learned very significant things
Yeah.
about those stages.
Yeah.
So I think this is a great time for you to do that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And it's a perfect time to quote reset.
Yeah.
And so I don't do any other little tips for resetting that you have?
Um, no, we said just do it now. Don't be hard on yourself, and maybe do a class or something
Yeah.
like the Artist's Way, a
Yeah,
group
yeah,
conversation.
find like-minded people and
Yeah,
just have conversations and ask your
yeah,
friends, you've asked your patients, kind of what do you do to get back on track? Because,
right.
we're all going to fall off the track. Just know that, laugh about it, enjoy it, pick up and keep moving.
Indeed.
Yeah. So we're back, and until next time, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Nancy.
Bye now.
Bye.